Stv National. Rahul Gandhi explains purpose of Bharat Jodi Yatra. Nothing possible until. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said an atmosphere of hatred generated by a particular ideology is privilege in the country. He addressed a gathering in Tirunanthapuram as part of the Bharat Jodi Yatra. Gandhi was addressing a gathering of the part on the outskirts of Tirunanthapuram as part of the Yatra. The campaign that entered its second day in Kerala on Monday saw a massive footfall as thousands lined up on the streets to extend their support to the Congress MP on a 3,500 kilometer Kanyakumari to Kashmir foot march. Karnataka hijab ban. Supreme Court hearing day 4. Supreme Court bench comprising Justice Hemant Gupta and Sudhanshu Duhalia will hear a batch of petitioners challenging the ban on wearing hijab in educational institutions in Karnataka. During the course of hearing, the bench has also raised several queries like whether religious clothing can be worn in a government-run institutions in a secular country. The bench also asked the councils whether if it is held the freedom of expressions include the freedom to dress. Would it also include the freedom to undress? The SLPC has been filed against the judgment dated March 15th passed by the High Court of Karnataka upholding government order dated 05/02/2022 which has effectually prohibited petitioners and other such female Muslim students from wearing the headcloths in their pre-university colleges. A full bench of the High Court comprising Chief Justice Rituraj Avasthi, Justice Krishna Dikshit and Justice J.M. Kazi held the wearing of hijab by women was not an essential religious practice of Islam. The bench further held the prescription of uniform dress code in educational institutions was not violative of the fundamental right of the petitioners. 8 killed in Hyderabad as fire breaks out in electric scooter showroom. 8 people were killed and several other injured after a fire broke out at an electric scooter showroom in Telangana, Secunderabad last night. Most of them seem to have died because of asphyxiation caused by the smoke. They added, around 25 people were present at the lodge when the fire broke out. The fire department rescued the lodge residents using crane ladders, while a few locals also joined in and helped in the rescue operations. Officials said fire brigade teams tried to their best to rescue people from the lodge, but due to heavy smoke, some people died. We are providing how to incident happened, he said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet announced a compensation of 2 lakh each of the family members of the people who died in the mishap and 50,000 each of the injured. Tata Group offers to buy stake in Bisleri International. The Tata Group has reportedly offered to acquire a stake in Bisleri International in a bid to expand its footprints in the packaged drinking water sector. According to the media information, which spoke to their executives, Tata Group plans to eventually scale up its stake after the initial acquisition in Bisleri. The Tata Group has made the offer to Bisleri for a stake acquisition which it wants to scale up eventually and is very keen on the business. This would give the Tata a massive foothold in packaged drinking water across the entire level, mid-segment and premium packaged water categories, and a ready go-to-market network across retail stores, chemist channels, institutional channels, including hotels, restaurants and airports, beside bulk water delivery. Since Bisleri mineral water leads across each of these channels. Nifty 50 above 18,000. Sensex gains 300 points. Bajaj Finserv up 4%. Positive global cues triggered a sharp rally in domestic equal markets on Tuesday. Frontline Indies Nifty 50 climbed over 100 points higher to reclaim the 18,000 mark after a head shoes of 5 months. Versa, the S&P BSE Sensex gained over 300 points to trade at 60,432 levels. The strength spilled across border market to as Nifty Mid Cap 100 and Nifty Small Cap 100 surged by up to 0.6%. While Bajaj Finserv, SBI, Infosys, Wipro, Titan, HDFC were the top contributors to the benchmark indies. Weakness in HCL Technologies, Asian Paints, Maruti Suzuki, Cipla, Sun Pharma capped the upside. CBI raids at 33 locations in Jammu and Kashmir police recoupment case. The searches are spread across Jammu, Srinagar, Karnal, Mahendragarh, Rewari in Haryana, Gandhinagar in Gujarat, Delhi, Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh and Bangalore in Karnataka. Arvind Kejriwal versus Gujarat cops over dinner at auto driver's home, Ahmedabad. Aam Aadmi Party National Convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Monday had dinner at an auto rickshaw driver home in Ahmedabad. But the event was preceded by a high drama after Gujarat police briefly stopped Mr. Kejriwal from traveling in the auto, citing security concerns. Earlier, the AAP leader had accepted an auto rickshaw driver's invitation for a dinner at his home in Ahmedabad. He left his hotel around 7:30 p.m. and planned to reach the rickshaw driver's house in his auto. Mr. Kejriwal, who is on a 2-day Gujarat visit as part of the AAP's campaign for the upcoming assembly polls, addressed a gathering of auto rickshaw drivers in Ahmedabad in the afternoon. After his address, an auto rickshaw driver named Vikram Dantani, a resident of the city's Gatlodia area, requested Mr. Kejriwal to have dinner at his home.